Hello Scorpio and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general monthly reading for the month of November 2019. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Again, this is for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of Scorpio, as well as the cross watchers. You are all welcome here. And as always, please be reminded it is a general monthly reading and only to take what resonates with you, and to leave the rest for somebody else out there. You got Coyote Spirit was the first one that flipped up. So trust in divine detours. We'll get to that in a second. Let's get the rest of the cards on the deck for you. Trust in divine detours. Excuse me, Scorpio. I hope no one's sick out there. That came from nowhere. Just while we're finding these first cards to start your monthly reading, I'll just quickly talk through some planetary astrological events throughout the month of November. So in late October, we went into our final Mercury retrograde for the year. We all know what that does. Delays, setbacks, chaos, technology going on the brink, cars breaking down, the internet going haywire. Plans absolutely getting stuffed around, so that will come to a close soon. But on November the 12th or the 13th, depending where you are in the world, we have the full moon in Taurus. And this is a time of financial change, not negative or positive, but absolutely pay attention to your money. Pay attention to your cash flow, your bank statements, your paycheck. It is really important during this full moon. Also, this is a great time to start working through any negative emotions that you may have collected throughout the months that have gone past, things like jealousy, envy. Time to get rid of it. Wash those things out of your life. Because on November the 18th, Mercury finally turns direct into Scorpio, and it is a perfect time to start fixing any mistakes that happened during that retrograde period. It's also a great time to become an observer in your life. Observe your environment, your home, your workplace. Observe all your relationships. Observe your emotions, other people's emotions. You're going to learn a lot from being an observer in your life during this period. Then we have November the 26th. We have a new moon in Sagittarius. And this is a fun, optimistic time of big ideas. This is a great time to count your blessings, show your gratitude for the abundance that you have. It's also a great time to start studying if that's something that interests you, as well as perhaps becoming a teacher in a subject that you're very passionate about. Check out any local night schools, universities, short courses, things like that, if that is floating your boat. And the next day, November the 27th, we have Neptune turning direct into Pisces. And this is a time where illusions will be lifted, the veil of illusions will be lifted, and you'll be able to clearly distinguish between frivolous dreams and your reality. It's also a time to start bringing your dreams into fruition, into the earthly realm, through some hard work. That is November for you. So back to Coyote Spirit, the number 16. I'll just bring that up to the camera. Beautiful Coyote Spirit. And the message that Coyote Spirit brings is trust in divine detours. And this is absolutely speaking about Coyote being a bit of a trickster. Moving this way, that way, hiding over here, pouncing out over there. And to trust in absolutely the universe's path for you. There's reasons why the universe throws little curveballs in every now and again. Think, how did I end up here? There will be a reason. There we go. Trust in what the universe, in the path the universe wants you to walk. So the first week of November, we have the Six of Wands. These cards will signify each of the weeks throughout, and I'll have some clarifying cards as well. Then we've got the Lovers in the second week of November. The third week, we have the King of Wands. And in the final week of November, we have Strength. So the Six of Wands in the first week absolutely speaks about a transition. This is a rite of passage almost for you, Scorpio. You're moving. You're about to, Mercury's about to turn direct into your sign in a couple of weeks. So this is preparing for the transition and the change that is about to happen. This is a great time. Oh, I'm so sorry. The Six of Wands. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. I kept thinking they were swords. So the Six of Wands is just as good, Scorpio, excuse me. And the Six of Wands is absolutely all about public recognition, success, progress in your life. Your self-confidence is soaring. Here we have the victory laurel surrounding your wands. This could be the case of being publicly recognized at work, in your community, for doing a good job. Absolutely that sort of energy. So that is great. As well as the Six of Swords is. My apologies. It's a little bit late at night here. And in the second week, we have the Lovers, Scorpio, and this is the Gemini card, if that resonates with anybody out there. But the Lovers is obviously about relationships, love, harmony, your values and beliefs aligning with your loved ones, with your partner. I'm absolutely seeing love. The Lovers card does have a few other meanings, but I'm not picking up on any of this. I think it's trust in the divine detours I'm really drawn to. We'll certainly get some clarifying cards on this in a second. Here in the third week, we have the King of Wands, the entrepreneurial King of Wands. The King of Wands is a natural born leader. The King of Wands is very determined. But what his skill and ability is to be able to pluck inspiration out of the air. Excuse me, Scorpio. And turn it into something full of potential. Let me just have a sip of water, Scorpio. I'm so sorry. It's not my cough. It's somebody else's cough. Maybe it's the King of Wands cough. The King of Wands is a great visionary, is what I was trying to say. They can see inspiration everywhere. They can see potential in new ideas. And if this King of Wands is somebody you know, would certainly be speaking about an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. We will get some clarifying cards on that in a second. And finally, in the final week of November, we have strength. And strength doesn't speak necessarily about all the muscles out here. It speaks about your inner strength, your courage, your perseverance, your resilience. It also speaks about using your strength to influence and to persuade others, and not in a manipulative way, because your strength comes from your compassion. And you can absolutely influence circumstances and situations in your life from coming from a place of courage and compassion. And that's what strength speaks about. Let's get some clarifying cards out for you, Scorpio. And we'll get into this. But I'm still drawn to Coyote Spirit here. Trust in a divine detour. I think there's going to be a little twists and turns for you, Scorpio, throughout the month of November. Throughout your own month. Really? What would you expect, Scorpio? Of course there will be. You like a twist and a turn, Scorpio. You'll be fine. You're very adaptive. Let's get these clarifying cards out for Scorpio. November 2019, please. November 2019. Oh, there. Oh, excuse me for a moment. Flew across the room. Your card. Death. Death, clarifying the Six of Wands. For those people not used to the tarot, please do not freak out. Does not mean anyone will die. We'll get to that in a second. Queen of Swords, clarifying the Lovers. The Sun, clarifying the King of Wands. And the Four of Cups, clarifying strength. Okay, let's get into it. So, Death, clarifying this Six of Wands. As I was saying, the Six of Wands is about public recognition, about progress in your life. Here is Death. Now, Death in some tarot decks is actually called transformation, and this absolutely is what this card should be called. Yes, there's the Grim Reaper coming through, but what the Grim Reaper is doing is removing all this debris from your life. You've reached a pinnacle here. You can see progress. Your self-confidence is sky high. This is your month, the month of November, Scorpio. So At the pinnacle, here we have death coming in. This is transforming. This is things coming to an ending. This is change. But a good change. So the Grim Reaper comes in and clears away the debris that no longer serves you in your life. It's going to put an end to it. You've reached the pinnacle. Everyone's gone, you're great, Scorpio, you've got the pat on the back. It's time for things to come to an end and for new beginnings to start. This is a transitional phase. This is my Coyote spirit, and I'm drawn to it saying trust the divine detour. You've got nothing else left to do. Whatever this public recognition and progress in your life is, you've got nothing else left to do. You've achieved it. So in rides the Grim Reaper to help you clear away what no longer serves you. Now we've got the Queen of Swords clarifying the Lovers. So the Queen of Swords, I love the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is independent, has very clear boundaries, has very direct communication, great mental clarity. The Queen of Swords is busy and she does not suffer fools. She holds the sword of truth in her hand. She's a great intellectual, is the Queen of Swords. For those new to my channel, when I start talking about kings, queens, he, she, I don't read gender into the cards unless I'm called to do so. And so the Queen of Swords can be a man, a woman, or indeed yourself. I'm seeing this as someone. It's right next to the Lover's card. This Queen of Swords would certainly speak about a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian, Scorpio. And I think it's getting hot in here. I think this is the new thing. Trust the divine detour. Look, it might not be the romanced, to last the ages. But the Queen of Swords, as I said, man, woman, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarian. Just saying, Scorpio, why your confidence is so high. That's certainly happening in that second week. And now here we've got the Sun, clarifying the King of Wands. Now the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck. This is about positivity, fun, success, vitality. This King of Wands, I think, may I be so bold, I think the Queen of Swords has given you an idea. I think you're embracing the energy of the King of Wands. You're becoming a visionary. You're being a little bit entrepreneurial this month, Scorpio. And it's going to be successful. I don't know what this idea is. I was thinking something very naughty then while I was looking at the Lover's card. But I will let your imagination run wild. But whatever you see the potential in. Perhaps you see the potential in the Queen of Swords. It's going to be successful. It's going to be fun. It's going to be positive. The sun is shining down on you in this third week. Then in the final week of November, here we have the Four of Cups clarifying strength. The Four of Cups speaks about reevaluating things in your life. You're a little bit bored. You're not necessarily into the options down here, the Three of Cups that are sitting down here, but you're so focused on being a little bit bored with them that you're not seeing what's being offered to you. And this is clarifying strength to absolutely say, use your courage. I think you can very much influence situations around you with your compassion and your courage. And by doing that, you're going to see what this opportunity is, because this is really the Ace of Cups being handed to you. You're just not in a place to receive it yet. Use your inner strength, use your courage and compassion. That's going to open your eyes up to this Ace of Cups. We're now just going to take 4 more cards from the Lenormand deck, as well as one last message from Moonology Oracle. If you're still with me, thank you very much. I hope this reading is resonating with you. I'm just drawn back to Coyote spirits, trust in the divine detours, because I think there are a few this month for you. Just while we're finding these cards, if you are resonating with this reading, by all means give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to, as well as please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I have ongoing weekly and monthly readings for everybody. I always suggest with the monthly videos, it's a great idea to save them to a playlist so you can check in with them as the month goes along. Let's just get these final cards out for you, Scorpio. Where are they? Scorpio, Scorpio. I'm going to do this. I was just saying before, I don't think these cards are very happy with me. Well, that's not true. They're my personal cards, and I think they don't like being used. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Never done it like that before. It's called to do so. So here we have the Lucky Clover clarifying this Six of Wands and Death. So I said, don't fight this transformation happening to you. It's lucky. Things are coming to an ending for a reason, because new things are about to start. And I absolutely think new things are about to start in a romantic sense for you, Scorpio. Here is the Scythe. And it's clarifying the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. And I'm just, why I went, oh, I'm just drawn to the two swords here. I know the Scythe isn't quite the sword, but there's that cough again. We've got the Sword of Truth here and the Scythe, the sickle. What the sickle also says is an end of things. And maybe I didn't quite read it like this, and I just saw that then. There's death is coming in here. Maybe this is an ending of a relationship that is no longer serving you, Scorpio. And it could be a relationship with the Queen of Swords. Again, a man or a woman would be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian. But the other reading of that is there is an ending of a relationship and you are the Queen of Swords. You do not have time for this crap anymore. I like that one. I think that's actually what it is. Because then here we have the Whip clarifying this King of Wands and the Sun. This speaks about hard work. But with this entrepreneurial spirit that you've got going on, this visionary spirit, yes, it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be very positive and very successful. I think you need to kick someone to the curb here, Scorpio. If that's the case, please let me know. I would love to know. I only just saw it then. He's marching this way. Because then we have the Snake, and the Snake's not what you think. The Snake clarifying strength and the Four of Cups. And the Snake talks about healing, about shedding your skin and starting again. As I kept saying, you've achieved everything that you set out to do. You've been publicly recognised for it. Clear out what is no longer serving you. Shed your skin. Start healing. A new beginning is coming. Because you're bored. This is the boredom card. Use your compassion and your courage to make the right decisions. Shed your skin, Scorpio. This is your month. Shed. One last card from the Moonology Oracle. I promise. And if you have lasted this long with me, thank you so much. It certainly has been a bit of a twisty and turny reading, but I think we got there. This is very clear in the end. Let's find one final message for you. Oh. It's the Cardinal Moon. And the message the Cardinal Moon brings is be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. And I'm going to put it here. Because I think it's about ending this. Be bold, make the first move, Scorpio. I will leave that as the final message for your monthly reading. I hope you have enjoyed this. I wish you a fabulous month ahead, one full of exciting twists and turns. I look forward to seeing you next month. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.